Good morning. This is Mr. Burns, CPDLF science instructor, and it is Monday, February 26th, and I'm bringing you the 25th chemistry launch of the year. Again, 25 launches. That's a lot. You're making your way through the course. It's great. And I hope things are going well. I'm getting a lot of work in. Also, we are, in fact, at the end of this week, we'll be into March. That means that spring is almost here. I like the thought of the sound of that. Okay, I'm sure you do too. Well, keep up the good work, but let's review what we did last week. Last week we did a lesson called Solubility 2.5, another one called Quiz 1, Toolbox to Solubility 2.6, the Dissolving Process 2.7. We did an experiment called Solubility Trends 2.8, and the Solubility Constant 2.9. And solubility can be confusing for people, there's no doubt. It takes some practice to know what it is and how it works. But one thing you need to think about is when it talks about solubility trends, atoms will dissolve in compounds depending on the amount of activity they have. I mean, we have an activity series where some atoms are just more electrically active. You might call it active in chemical reactions, but the more active ones will dissolve in the less active ones, but not the other way around. Okay, the more active ones will replace the less active elements actually, but the less active ones won't replace the more active ones. And so there's part of where solubility comes from. Another thing I'd like to say is the solubility constant. That is a mathematical constant that helps us to compare how soluble one compound is to another. Okay, and so that's why you figure that out. I mean, you probably saw in the lesson that they call it the K constant. Okay, K, it's just a mathematical thing that where we can bring solutions to a common point and be able to compare them as to their solubility. Okay, if you have any questions or needs on any of that, feel free to let me know. I'll be glad to help you, and I want you to be successful in it. Okay, for this coming week, you're going to take quiz 2. That's called the Toolbox to Solubility Constant 210. You're going to do acid-base equilibria 211. You're going to do a lesson called the pH scale 2.13, and another one called titration of acids and bases 214. If you need any help with any of that, be sure to let me know. You're getting into a lot of material there. It comes from solubility, but you are going to look at acids and bases. You're going to look at the pH scale and even how you titrate them. Okay, I won't tell you what that means right now, but you will be titrating materials in a lab to see how soluble they are and what their pH is. So. Okay, and our reflection question for this week is, what is titration? Okay, I'll say that again. What is titration? So yes, if you need any help with any of those, let me know. And with that, I'll finish and have a good week. I'm sure we'll be talking again. Bye now.